Have you ever felt like you were trapped by yourself in a place you don't want to be in? You're doing things you never would have imagined yourself doing, but now you are stuck in this apparent loophole where you can't get out. I'm here to tell you, you need to get out, and you can. So here are 8 tips I use to get out of the same hole that you're probably in right now if you're watching this video. In the quarantine, I got quite sad, and I thought that I wasn't doing anything for myself, and I was getting sad. I didn't felt like I had any friends or people that were supporting me because I felt so alone. And I bet a lot of you are feeling that right now. So today I have 7 tips for you guys that help me be more focused and stay happier and healthier. The first and most important thing I think helped me become a better person was I needed to start something. Just start. Don't be afraid to fail, because inevitably you will. You will fail, and that's part of it. If you don't fail, you're doing something wrong. You're not risking it enough. The risk is what grants you the greater reward. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. The best advice someone could ever give you. Start something as soon as you can. Don't leave it for tomorrow what you can do today, because maybe it's not the right thing for you. But as you start it as soon as possible, you'll have time to find what you really like and what you really want to do. And you have more time to figure that out. I know what you're probably thinking. It's easier said than done. You say that, but I don't know. I'm lazy. I get it. I'm a lazy person. I like being in bed all day and not doing things around the house. But if you tell yourself you need to start this, or you need to start by something small, you need to make your bed every day. You start by doing your bed. Then you start by doing harder things, like you play 10 minutes of the piano every day. You can scale your habits to harder and harder habits. You can start doing harder things, and with, like I said, a greater risk that will bring you a greater reward. And I want to say another thing. Results aren't often as palpable as we'd like. It doesn't bring you instant gratification, which we are totally used nowadays with YouTube and social media. If you get yourself used to not that instant gratification, you'll be so proud of yourself and you'll be a better person, I assure you. The next tip I have for you guys is working out at least 2 to 3 times a week. It might sound hard for some of you. Some of you may already do it. For me, it's a no-brainer. You don't need to do heavy weightlifting, heavy powerlifting. You can just do some light cardio every day. Go for a walk every day. It's not 2 to 3 times a week, it's 7 days a week. But you're getting your body to accelerate, which accelerates your metabolism, helps you lose fat. It only has its benefits. If you do it correctly, you won't even get any injury. And by walking, you're not supposed to get any injury, for most of us. I think if you want to do some weightlifting, great. It's only the best thing for you. It has no downsides. You get bigger, stronger. So I think it's the second most important thing you should do to become a better person. The third tip I have for you guys is save what you can when you can. I don't know if you have pocket money, you already have your salary, whatever. Split it. With this rule, you are paying yourself first. What does that mean? That means you're investing for your future first. And then you are paying your expenses like your rent, your TV, your food. Those things are also super important and you need them. But that's why you split first your income and you make sure you are not the last person to get that money, so you don't spend too much money on what you don't need. So this topic brings me to investing. You need to start investing as soon as you can. In most countries, if you're under 18, you probably can invest. You need to wait till you're 18 to invest, but that doesn't stop you from saving your money for you to invest or asking your parents to open a brokerage account. I advise you to search about that topic and how to invest in crypto, stocks, whatever is your preferred option. But invest, or at least try to learn it for when you start investing. My next tip for you guys is put yourself in a challenging situation at all times that you can. Why am I saying that? Why make yourself uncomfortable? When you make yourself uncomfortable, you're forcing yourself to adapt to new situations. This gives you a new way to look at things. You start looking at things in a more focused way. You understand the problem for what it is and not, oh, I can't do this. You can't do this. You can do anything you want and you put yourself to, but you need to challenge yourself and scale it until you can do harder and harder things. This was the first thing I talked about, and it's still the most important. By putting yourself in these situations, you can decrease the stress you have in them, and you can improve the way you look at them. So you look at them in a more calm way, focused way, and you can improve your performance in every aspect of life. I find this tip one of the most important I have for you guys today. If you don't want to follow any of the other tips, follow this one, because this one will help you in everything. It's a universal rule for everybody. If you want to become a more confident person, you need to push yourself in challenging situations. Even if you are super introverted, the world is made for extroverts. If you're not an extrovert and you don't have that natural ability to speak in public, you need to try and get it as soon as you can, because it will only help you throughout life. Even if that's not who you are, it will only help you. This tip that I have for you guys is what I find the most hard to follow. I will tell you now why. Because the next tip I have for you guys is drink tons of water and eat a balanced diet. I drink a lot of water, but I am not still able to do is maintain a balanced diet. I know it's super hard. I'm also trying. Balanced diet implies that you forego some of the things that you like the most, like fries. I like fries a lot. But once you start eating healthier, I'm eating healthier, not as healthy as I could be, you feel more energetic and you don't feel bloated all the time, which is a feeling I used to have a lot when I ate a lot of fried things. Fiber is something that you need absolutely, and it's the hardest thing to come by right now because we eat a lot of fast food which has absolutely no fiber in it, and we do need fiber to have a good digestion and to have a good absorption of things. And we need a lot of protein, especially if you're working out and following the second tip I gave you guys. You need a lot of protein. Let's say 1 gram of protein per pound, but you research that more in case you're following. But at least if you're a guy, 0.8 per kilogram or 0.4 per pound. Why is it important to drink tons of water, you might say? I drink at least 3 liters a day because water is our biggest component. We are made 60% of water, or 70, around that, because we use it in our blood, we use it in our excretions, we use it for everything. Every cell in our body has water. So constantly drink water and maintain bodily functions as good as possible with water. You really can't go wrong with drinking water. So just do it. It tastes good. It makes you stay hydrated. It's the best thing for you. So just do it. I have a bonus tip for you guys. That's drinking calming teas. I always loved teas, and I felt like it's the most comforting drink. It's hot, and it gives you like that sense of you're home and you're calm. At least when I drink tea, I feel super calm and mindful of what I'm doing and what I am. So drink tea if you like it. If you don't like it, that's okay. But I think it helps drop your stress levels, so it's always good for you. My last 2 tips are focused on more of the intellectual and mindful of yourself. And I think you should read a lot. I am not fond of reading, but I still try to as often as I can, because you learn a lot while reading and you see things through different types of perspectives. Not like a TV series where you just see from the perspective of the director. You see by your perspective from someone else's words. It's super great for you. And there are books of every topic you'd like to, so you can find one that you like. You can too. And I have also another good thing that helps, but I don't use it as often. It's meditating. Meditating helps calm your mind in levels that are beyond your understanding if you don't meditate. I have people who meditate, and I have meditated before. You get in a state where everything just stops and you can focus on yourself and clearing your head and clearing those negative emotions you might have that time because you had a bad day, everything. You're just at that moment breathing and just existing. It's great. But it's not my favorite, but it's great if you want to try it. Last but not least, I have a tip for you that it's something that I have implemented all my life and I always like it. try and always stay positive throughout everything. There is no need to have negative feelings about someone, of something, because we all have those negative feelings. And if we try and fight them with more negative feelings, we're gonna get into a spiral that will get us even worse than our first state we found ourselves in. So my tip for you guys is try and stay positive at all times. It will return to you. If you're nice to other people, if you're kind, people will be kind to you and people will like you, and it will be easier for you to make connections with other people, and I strongly recommend that you try to. This was it. I hope you guys felt like these tips will help you in your life. If they don't, at least keep them in mind, because they do help, and I'm sure you can become a better person. We all can every day. We can try and improve more. And I think if you're watching this video, you have that intent for yourself, and that's great. You need to start there and build your way up from there.